Hello students, I hope you are doing well. I have created this video to help you to complete the basic list view control assignment. Codio is a new learning environment for this course, so I have decided to create a walkthrough video that might help students to update and to complete the assignment basic list view control. So basically for this assignment, you have to download this basic list view control zip file which is given in the assignment guidelines, and we have to modify the source code according to the requirement given in the assignments using this Eclipse IDE. So I'm already in the Codio learning environment. I'm already accessing the VM now, and I have already downloaded the basic list view control zip file. What I did is I have downloaded on my local machine and then I upload it in the OneDrive, and then I access the Codio learning environment virtual machine, and the virtual machine I clicked on this OneDrive login and log in into the OneDrive and copy and paste the basic list view control here in the downloads folder. So now to work on the assignment, we need to I'm going to extract the file. Here this is given the source code, and let's see first. Okay, source file. I'm going to check source file has how many images. It has just one image. So first I'm trying to open this project into the IDE, and I'm trying to compile it and execute it to make sure that it's working correctly. So let's open an Eclipse IDE. It's taking time. Obviously, it's a virtual machine. Okay. So now I'm going to open a project here. Click on File, Open Projects from File System. And we already have a project we have already downloaded and extracted in our downloads folder. So if I go to the download, like here, downloads, basic list view control folder has all the source code. So whatever the parent folder of the source code, that we have to import and open the folder into the Project Explorer. Okay, yes, that is correct. All right, let's see. I'm trying to open the folders and checking the files. Okay, and it has a Java file. So now I'm going to just execute the project to make sure it's working correctly, and then we will modify according to the requirement. Okay, so it's working, it's executed. Okay, let me just execute it again and explain you. That will be the better. Okay, so the assignment, according to the assignment guidelines, what we have to do, we have to modify this given source code such a way that here the all images are the same for the all destinations. So we have to use other 4 or 5 destination images instead of these images, and change the text destination title here and the description of according to the whatever the images you actually use here. So suppose I'm going to use upload the image for the Paris because I want to visit the Paris, so Eiffel Tower. So I'm going to use that image here, and I will as a guideline I will update this description for that destination. And another requirement is to add a label. I prefer to use a label here on the top here and add your name on it. That is the another requirement. And the third, I think third or fourth one is to provide any kind of customization here on the list view controls. So either you can change the font style of the description or font color, or you can change the background color of this list view control. It is up to you. And don't forget to add a comments for whatever changes you apply. So to make sure you add really nice kind of comments. So let's move forward. So first of all, I'm going to downloads folder, and I have already the new images here which I'm going to copy and use it here in the source. Inside the resources folder I'm going to paste it. So I will keep the first image as it is, and I will add another 4 new images for the list view control. So now if we go to the IDE and make sure we refresh our entire project, let me refresh the entire project. You can use F5 key, or we can see all these images. Yes. So now I'm going to open this top 5 destination list Java file and going to update the source code. So source code, when program execute, it shows the correct image for the destination. So I will keep the first image, test image as it is, and other 4 images I'm using 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just update the test image 2. Oops. Okay. I think keyboard doesn't work properly, so let's try Control Alt and 2. No, it doesn't work. Something is going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Okay, I think now it should work. Yes. So it was a focus issue. So either you're having the same issue when you type something and it's not working, then you have to click, it's a focus issue, you have to click your anywhere on the VM. Okay, then it will start working. So I'm going to update the name of the image is here, 4 and 5. And the one requirement is done. Now the second requirement to complete the assignment is to change the title of the destination. So, and add the description of it. So I'm going to just, as an example, I'm going to show the second top destination is Paris. And Paris is a nice country. Oh, this is a nice city. Nice city. I think this is enough. You can add whatever you want, but make sure you have, I leave it up to you to change the destination name and description according to the image here for all these images from 1 to 5. So now let's execute the program, and to make sure that whatever the changes I have applied here, test image 2, 3, 4 and 5, all those new images, those must be loading, and whatever the updated destination title and description must be shown when I execute the program. So I'm going to execute it. Oh yes, it's working. So these are the new images which I have uploaded, and the description is showing here. This is just an example. You can add the nice description, very descriptive, and that makes sense according to the image shown here. Now our first requirement is done for the assignment. The second requirement is, first and second is done, and now the third requirement is to modify or to customize, apply one customization in the control, list view control. So we are going to, you can apply any customization as per your wish. You can apply the change in the font style of the description here. This one, you can change the font color, or you can change anything whatever you want. But for an example, I'm going to change a background color of the list view control. Okay, this background color of the list model. Oh, I think it should be the list. Let's change it here. List. Scroll pane list. Okay, I'm going to use a light color, so light gray. Okay. Okay, so I have applied the one customization and make sure, let's see, it should be working. So let's execute the program. Yes, so you can see that this is the background of the list we control. Now it's changed from white to a light gray. So now our third requirement is completed, and fourth one is to add comments very nicely and descriptive. So I have already added the comment which I applied here. Usually what I do when I add the comment, I try to add the date, and whatever the modification, and usually I write okay. The same way you can also add the similar comments here. Since we have updated the images and the description of the images, so it's better to apply the comment on that change also. Okay, so now the fourth requirement to add a comment that I guess that's we have completed it, and the fifth one is to add a label. So I can say to add a label and put a name on the label, and here let me since we have updated the source code, we have added comments here. I just want to make sure it's working fine. So I'm going to execute the code again. Yes, it worked without any error. So now the last requirement is we have to add a new label and put your name on the label. So usually I prefer to put the label on top here before the first image and put your name on it. And I have just add customization, add a label. You can say okay, so this last requirement, I leave it up to you. I want you to figure out how to edit and put your name on it. So I want you to put the label such a way that, let me explain that when you execute the code, the label should be displayed here on the top, and there should be the name on it, whatever the color, whatever the font size, whether it is bold or the normal font weight, it doesn't matter. So now in this program I have showed you how to apply the changes on the IDE for the basic list view control, and how to access the virtual machine in the new Codio learning environment. Now the last stage is it's according to the requirement and the assignment guidelines. Student has to create a jar file and also update the zip file of the new source code. So make sure when you add your assignment, working assignment, add everything in the zip file, whatever you can see here inside this basic list view control, that you must be add into the zip file, and also the jar file, runnable jar file, that must be there. So let me create the jar file. So click on the file, I guess, import export. Yeah, export. Yeah, I can create runnable jar file. Click on next, and make sure you have this basic list view control is selected here as a launch configuration, your project name. Okay, otherwise it will give an error. And the name of the extract destination, so I want to put it in the downloads folder, and list view jar name, and the finish. Okay, what it exported, compile. Okay, I think it's just a warning. So let's see. In the download folder, yes, list view jar is already created. Let me click on it and make sure it's working. Yes, so it's working now. Now what student has to submit is this folder, whatever it has updated file, this extracted folder, and this jar file both. So what I want you to create a folder called assignment 3.3, and you can copy both inside the folder. Yes, and just zip this folder, compress it, and attach this compressed folder into the Brightspace where you usually upload the assignment or submit the assignment. I think you might need to copy this zip file, whatever the new working file, into your OneDrive, and from the OneDrive you can attach it to the and upload it and submit it on the Brightspace. I hope this will work, and if you have any question, just let me know, shoot me an email, and I will be happy to help you. But I guess this information is more than enough to move forward on this assignment. Thank you very much and have a nice day.